this realization that we are able to recognize forms is something that not only appeared in Greek thought, in fact, in Chinese philosophy, there's a whole school, or how it was labeled, but a whole group of thinkers were labeled as part of the school of names, or the school of names and forms. But Plato in the Greek world elaborated on it extensively, on this idea that virtues are stable realities. They are part of what he calls the world of forms. And what that means is they are beyond time and space. However, they play a huge factor in our world. In fact, he believes that everything that we see is a product of those forms. And when we talk about forms, they're not just material forms, but they also are a reflection of that which we come to perceive as virtues or qualities. And that explains why those things are universal, why there are timeless patterns. And it sort of gives a deeper meaning to this ability that we have to recognize forms. It's almost as if we're part of this web of stable structures of virtues. And once we recognize them and, let's say, act in alignment with them, that's when clarity is restored. That's when harmony is restored. That's the whole idea that gave birth to one way of looking at ancient ethics. And what we try to do at Vocalis, we get this very ancient idea of ancient ethics and we apply it to our modern needs, understanding that there are stable structures, invisible structures in any business. And when they are in tune, the business flows. When they're not, there's division, polarity, narratives take place. So what we set ourselves to do is to tackle this task of identifying what are these invisible, stable structures that hold the business in place, and how do we measure them, and how do we translate what is going on in the business reality in a way that is quantifiable, easy to understand, so that we can restore this clarity, so we can move from this shapeless, chaotic form which comes out of fear, and once again lead our business based on clarity. It's a lot simpler when you just look at the reports and the results, but the understanding behind the Templars or harmony is really rooted in this idea of timeless patterns and of stable structures as virtues that really keep the way we function in harmony with life itself.